Good evening, Skittles fans. Welcome back to live Skittles from Wallingford. Been a bit of a delay in our previous broadcast due to real life getting in the way, work commitments, COVID, all that kind of stuff. But you join us now for the this match between Lads Night Out, newly invested as top of the league, playing the Queen's Flight, who are newly placed at the bottom. We'll run through the teams for the Lads, who are the home team. It's Simon leading off, followed by Brett, Martin, Matt, Brian and Alan. For the Queen's Flight, leading off will be Kath, followed by Sue B, Sandra, Sue BR, just to differentiate, Mick and Derek. Captains are tossing at the head of the alley. We'll just find out. Skipper Matthew, news for the toss?
We won the toss on tails, so that's only the third. It's 8-3 in favour of losing so far.
And you've put them in?
So yeah, we're going second. Yeah.
That's game on.
Camera on the shoulder.
I always call tails. It's always my preferred. I mean, I'm a man of essentially a routine.
So, Kath leads us off the Queen's Flight. Oh, cheeky two there. We have to give thanks to Dave Quinn sticking up for us. One of the more mature sticker-uppers in the league, getting us out of a bind. Thank you, Dave.
A reputation for being available for this, but I mean, it's very kind of him. We asked him in jest, and yet he's
Here
come
he
through
is.
on it. Simon.
He loves it. Right, now then, Kath. There's definitely a 7 on here now. This is looking... Sneaks one, very good. A solid 6.
Just in the commentary. When I get stuck, I'll ask you.
Okay. So, you're up, Simon.
I'm up next, so I'm not going to rush things, but I'll just pass you the stick of wonder.
Yeah, this is large.
Brian, did you...
He's Brian's let Matt down badly, Simon down badly on cloth moistening duty there. Just let's see how he does. Such rage. Look at that. It's very similar to first ball there. I don't know if he's using the shiny second ball. That is his favoured position. 4 pins down. Yeah, it's always difficult, Simon. His hands are like paper, of course. He's escaped the fine. It's a free go. Put that there. Wow. Well, I think there was some disappointment there, I'm going to say, with that 5.
Well, yeah. Teammate Brian was given one task while I was setting up for the live stream, was to go and moisten the cloth, but he failed. 5 scored, so Queen's Flight have one pin advantage after the first one's thrown. Sue BE now. Alan, you were saying?
The germ bearing qualities of the cloth they do disturb me sometimes. If I overthink it, you know.
I spoke to Michelle about this, and she's determined to buy new cloths, or perhaps irradiate them in some way.
I think a 60 to 70 degree wash should destroy
I think
most
90. Let's go 90.
90. Have you got a washing machine that goes up to 90?
Yeah. So Sue BE there, unfortunately, scores a 0.
A lot of hooking there.
There was a lot of drifting off to the left. Your right, viewer. Now Brett for the Lads has decided to emulate that, but he's taken a 1.
Parity here in the legs.
Yep.
In the legs.
Yep.
The legs score.
Now he's decided to spin it the other way. Now
Came right out of the
for the big finish, he's going to split the difference. Surely now he's tasted both sides of the alley. As Brett rightly said, all he expected to do was beat his opponent. His one now brings us to... the fine tin is rattled. 20 pence. The lads' night out operate the system. If you score 4 or fewer, it's 20 pence. If it's a big fat zero, it's 50 pence. It goes in the tin and then gets added to the curry fund. So after 2 have thrown for the lads and the Queen's Flight,
Some money out there, curry fund for Friday.
both teams on 6 now. It's Sandra. Oh, just found that gap. Now Sandra is one of the slower yet more accurate deliverers of the ball. And we've got the prime position here at the home end of the alley. No! It's very rare for Sandra to hit the same hole twice. Oh, pulled an extra 4. Pulled a 4. After 3 then for the Queen's Flight in this first leg. 10 pins. Lads' night out are on 6.
No, I was just wondering where Matt went.
Martin now in at number 3 for the lads.
High scorer last week.
He was very good 34 last week. Just needs to do something similar. Solid start.
Into that.
He did.
Quite
But we'll
pleasing connection.
it was. We'll take 4 per ball every day of the week. Kingpin is still available. Oh. Ball took a skip on the alley, but it's still left
We had
only
a little bit of
2.
a problem last week, didn't we, with debris on the alley? I have to say, it's
Now then, always tricky that straight shot to hit the kingpin and the rear pin, but a very good 7. Pulls the lads into a lead.
even without troubling the kingpin.
So, after 3 have thrown for both teams in this first leg. 13 pins to the lads, 10 pins to the Queen's Flight. Up next for the Queen's Flight, Sue BR. Now then, fell out the hand there, but it connected well.
2 injuries, and there's ankle injury, Martin. He's playing with a... I don't know if he's got strapping on it. No strapping in evidence, but...
Oh, unlucky.
And
Your toe.
I've got a little bit of a little toe injury that I don't want to talk about.
Well, Martin's injury didn't really hamper him as we watched Sue BR. Oh, unlucky not to take an extra one. 5. Back up into the
15.
areas that they need to be scoring. So,
Sometimes, once I used to do that, and then Jeremy had a go at me about...
Queen's Flight on 15 pins now after 4. Lads on 13 after 3. So anything above 2 that Matt can score will be the lead. Oh, fast and powerful delivery, but just wafted past the kingpin. Blew it over. He's struggling. He's got to go for one of the wing pins just to try and get the angles. He has, but a little bit straight.
He's got to come back over here.
He's got to come over and
Try and hope for some more over here.
take the quarter pin on this side. That's better. Oh. I think given the lie, that was the best he could have hoped with there. 19 at 6 takes the lads up to 19 pins. So after 4 have thrown for both, it's a 4-pin lead.
Well, I think when you lose that
Just check that we're actually Australian and that this is not for normal. Yes, we're not losing, not distinctive.
Oh yeah. The Dukey is on. It needs pounds.
Mick now for the Queen's Flight. Cheeky 3. Oh, great second ball.
I'm going to go and address the Dukey.
Now then, This is looking good. Top score of the leg so far for Mick. Fantastic 8. Puts a little bit of pressure on then. So after 5 have thrown the Queen's Flight in this first leg, they're on 23. Lads Night Out after 4 on 19. So a 4-pin deficit that Brian needs to pick up. Brian currently in a really good tussle right at the top of the individual averages. He's currently second. Only just over half a pin average behind his opponent. Oh, that's a good first ball. It's not going to be a spare on here, but there's certainly some options for a clearance. Oh, unfortunately, just too straight. Really needs to take this 7 to try and... that's looking better. Oh, a bit straight. 6 it is. So Brian's 6 takes the lads up to 25. So after 5 have played for both, Lads Night Out 25 pins, the Queen's Flight 23. Just a 2-pin deficit. Now Derek for the Queen's Flight has the honour. Really does need to set the big score. That's a great kingpin hit there. Sticker upper just going to clear away those lying pins. Now then, the quarter pin on your left as you look viewer is available. He's got it, I think. Oh, that's lovely. So unfortunate. An 8 would put pressure on. Has he got it? Yes, he has. Well played, Derek. So, Queen's Flight post 31. Lads Night Out are 25 with Alan to throw. 7 for the win. 7 for the win. So Queen's Flight doing a great job to pull things back from a poor start to really make this a bit of a pressure shot for the left-hander. The kingpin was struck, the angle was just a little bit shallow. Unfortunate to not take more than the 2. Now then, it's the W split, or as you look at it, viewer, the M. He really needs to hit this quarter pin. Oh, he's pulled it! No, it's gone away from him.
Terrible hook at the end. Terrible hook.
Do we think it's the toe injury?
No, it's just poor.
Just poor form. Ah. Right. I'm up next. The Lads Night Out lose the first leg. Over to Skipper Matt.
Oh God, I've been given the microphone.
What's the frequency, Kenneth?
Oh, here we go with Simon's first up on the second leg. What's he got in his locker? Oh, kingpin down, but just 2 knocked over. I've got the feeling it could be one of those nights tonight, Martin, have you?
Well, one of those
Results-wise.
absolutely trounced by a team that we shouldn't do. Probably. I don't know, I'll try and keep my end up. As long as Sue B keeps playing like she does, we might be able to.
Oh, straight down the middle. Bad luck, Simon. Bad luck there, Simon.
Yeah. Another 5. That's all right. That last shot, I was just trying to hit the angle so I could take maybe 3. As it turns out, 0.
We've not hit our straps yet this evening. You know, and sometimes it feels like you know, I don't want to say one of those nights, but
perhaps it's, as I said, perhaps it's the rarefied air at the top of the table. Perhaps we're just a little bit struggling for oxygen at the dizzy heights. Now there, it's Kath. Queen's Flight misses with the first. Lovely kingpin. Lovely.
going to be at least 8, if not 9.
Oh, she just pulled it. Lovely 7. So, again, Kath puts the pressure on from the off. Now up next is Brett for the lads against Sue P.E. for the Queen's flight. And as we remember from the first round, Brett beat Sue by scoring 1 pin. So now it's Brett's turn to set a target for Sue. So both of these will be very keen to make amends.
I need to pay 20p.
Brett takes the pin on the far right as you watch, viewer. Oh, a little unfortunate, but the king is available. A little cluster in the centre though. It's got the angle's got to be not too acute. Doesn't want to send the king off somewhere else. Is he going to draft in? Oh, 4 scored for Brett. A good improvement on his first round. So after 2 have thrown for the lads, it's 9 pins. Kath for the Queen's flight set them up nicely with 7. So Sue B.E. coming off her 0. 2 or more to keep the Queen's flight's lead. Now surely she's going to bounce back now.
I think so. She's seen what she's up against now. Oh, I can't believe she's found
just
that.
curled away.
Yeah,
we were watching that all the way down the alley. It started off with a lovely line for the quarter pin.
Adjusted from the first go. There you go.
Now then, this time.
A couple there.
They're 3.
They've got a lead in this leg then, Simon. Whatever.
They have, yeah. So she's going to move to the right of the alley. Look to swing it over for that group. She's done that. Looking much better. Is it going to drift away? No, cheeky 2. 5 scored. So the lead is.
That's so it's at the jukebox.
3.
I missed Mick and Derek's 8s there. I presume they were fairly impressive affairs. I don't know.
They were Mick and Derek for the Queens.
Really
Mick had some fortune, a little bit of fortune. Derek was a machine.
Yeah.
Everything played for and got. Whoa, my word!
Found the gap. Just wobbled him.
It just wobbled that quarter pin, and of course that is a bounce back.
Spin control is such a difficult area, isn't it?
Especially after 2 pints of Rattler.
Is he on his second Rattler already?
Yeah. Now then, Martin, the left-hander. He is.
Points we've got.
Oh, it flew through. 4.
It's a 20p is what it is, Mark.
Oh dear.
Wow, that's 11 games in, halfway through the season. It's pretty
Tired.
much across the board now.
Tired. So now, after 3 have thrown for the lads, they've posted 13. Queen's flight are already on 12, and Sandra has yet to throw. So now then, that's better accuracy. 3. She's looking at the other side of the alley. They're all available. Might have rolled that one out the hand a bit early. It's taken 2 nicely. Tricky now to get a clearance, but just rolled away. 5.
Do what you need to do. Beat us by a pin every
Yeah.
beat us by a pin.
Yeah. Well, a bit more than that. 4 pins the deficit now after 3 have thrown. Queen's flight 17. Lads night out 13. Now Matt, skipper Matt, coming off a 6. Nothing.
Decent start for Matt. I think this season he's had a difficult season. I think he would be the first to acknowledge.
But I think most of his issue's been mental.
I think so.
Again, lovely power, super smooth, one of the smoothest deliverers of the ball. Barely a noise as it wafts onto the alley, and just they're not falling for him.
Not quite on the mark. funny today, again.
He's just not quite finding the angles.
To get the pins.
Everything's a bit straight. But the delivery is lovely. Again, that whisper delivery and the gap. 4 scored. Another fine.
Was it 4 or 5?
4. Yeah. So, lads' night out are on 17, but so are the Queen's Flight. So Subiar here can post a lead. Oh, I'm fortunate not to get a little extra one from the rearmost pin. Second ball.
That's a worry.
That's
isn't it?
looking good. Oh, yes, it is.
There you go.
Now then, quite a difficult shot, the straight pile driver through, but she's it just fell out of her hand there. Excellent 7 from Sue, and 7 is the lead. Yeah. So after 4 have thrown for both teams in this second leg, 24 pins to the Queen's Flight, 17 to the lads. Just a reminder that the lads, top of the league, lost the first leg. Queen's Flight, bottom of the league, currently in the hot seat. Currently in the hot seat for going up 2 legs to 0. Now, Brian, for the lads, got to rescue something here. That's a great first ball. It has to be said, without wishing to jinx anything, though, this is teed up nicely for a spare. He's pulled it. He's pulled it.
Record, but we've spoken of it in the past. And
Surely, though,
similar to mine.
Yeah.
Brian's spare record is a thin record.
Surely he must take. He must take the clearance. 9 it is.
What's the score, chaps? Is Alex not watching the live stream?
Tell him.
Not on the live stream.
Watch the stream, Alex, you lazy. So, Brian has helped the lads post a pin lead after 5 at 26, but Queen's Flight are on 24, and Mick is coming off a wonderful 8 in his first leg. So it has to be said. Oh, having said that, he's very lucky. The cheeky 3 it almost fell out of his hand. I can almost guarantee he was not aiming for that pin. There we go. Oh, just found the gap. Now then, probably wants to knock down another 3 at least, just to. Oh, he's pulled it. Well, now then, is this a crack opening in the door? 3 score.
Yeah.
So after 5 have thrown for both, the Queen's Flight have now thrown away quite a good lead to now be only 1 pin ahead. Alan, though, coming off a 4 in his first, really needs to post something, I would say 7 and above, to give Derek a run. 3 per ball will do. Kingpin is still available. Left-hander's going to stay on that side of the alley. Swing across, he's found the gap. Disappointed with himself, a little rub of the head, a little frustration creeping in. He just needs to make sure he just doesn't lose his rhythm to that. And he has. 3 scored. Another fine. That 3 means the lads have posted their second, pop it please, their second 29 pin leg. Queen's on 27. What can Derek do? He can win, is what Derek can do. That's exactly what he could do with his first ball. Lovely accurate deliverer of the ball. He's playing for another 8 here. He's playing for another 8. Oh! Derek posts a 6. 33 to 29. Queen's Flight 2 legs to nil. That's 4 points to nothing. Captain tries to rally the troops and say we need to win 6-4. Leg 3, it's the beer leg. Just a reminder, basically this is a little fun thing between you and your opposite number on the other team. Whoever gets to see the most pins has to buy the other one. Has to be bought, sorry, a beer. And Kath is my opponent. Starts off with a 3. She's coming off a 6 and a 7. She's doing very well. I'm coming off 2 5s, not so well. Knocks another 2. Now then, I think she'd fancy another 7 here. Let's have a look. Found the gap. Okay. 5 for Kath. So, what can I do with that?
She knows what you've got so far, Simon. She's put it into your ballpark, let's say. But we're blowing cold and cold tonight, aren't we? At the end of the day, as a team. Look at that. That was a 4 out of 6 fines leg 2, wasn't it? 4 fines out of 6 we managed to hit there. It's pretty dreadful.
Yeah. It's not been a great night so far.
It is not, and I think
I've just got this funny feeling in my bones. It's
gonna. Oh, yeah. I can't see us pulling this around at the moment. I have to say because what we've had recently. Oh, somehow he's pulled a 6 out of that.
You might have to move away from the radiator.
I would. He's got to abandon
Come
the
on,
rad.
Simon.
Here he is. He's out.
Simon.
He's got something in his back pocket there. I'm not sure I agree with this. He doesn't like it over here. Goodness me! Was it the shiny? Did the shiny get that 6? You're so spawny. A bit. Goodness me.
Well, I'll take that beer, but I'm not sure quite how deserved it was. But that second ball felt nice.
It was nice, but
Played
I
for and got.
believe you got a couple of. You got at least one additional pin for it that you didn't deserve.
That's the power of the shiny ball that nobody else likes.
And then I sense you were a little bit lost as to what you should do in terms of rad positioning.
Yeah, I don't like to move away from the rad, but I just felt the angle for a 9.
But you've got to, it feels unfamiliar over there.
It does. Now, what's Sue BE? Oh! Just 2. Now then. The door has been left ajar for the lads not out to push through.
It's early days. Okay, yeah. Fine on this.
Right, now. Brett's got a target for his beer. Look at that. I hope you can see that, viewer. The stride. The purposeful stride.
Confident and purposeful, you'd say.
I think he's a thirsty boy.
Now then.
I like the look of that, Simon. I like it a lot.
That's it. The beer
It's already got
is achieved.
Yeah.
But now it's all about playing for the team. Build up that lead. Hang on. Yep. No, it's just drifted away. Oh, took a cheeky one on the back door. Goodness me.
I thought it was going in the right
This angle I can see it, but yours not. Now then, what's he going to go for?
drifting in.
Oh, he's pulled up. Never mind. Well played, Brett. He's posted his top score of the evening with a 5. Thank you. So, after 2 have thrown for both sides in leg 3, Lads Night Out are on 11 pins, Queen's Flight on 7. Just a reminder, Lads Night Out are 2 legs to 0. So, they're looking to make the beer leg their comeback leg as we look at Sandra from Queen's Flight. Unfortunate just to get the 2 there with that little kingpin hit.
Yeah.
She's probably going to go for that. No, she's not. I thought she was going to.
Found the gap. There's a couple more.
Cleared a couple more. Quarter pin is available. Certainly 3 here. Oh, she's rolled that off the hand, unfortunately.
It's pulling away.
4 scored for Sandro. So, after 3 are thrown for the Queen's Flight, 11 their total. The lads are on 11 now after 2. Martin now needs to post a 5 for his beer, and we really need a bit more than that. That's a lovely first ball. Spun it across the alley. And this is teed up nicely for a spare. Let's have a look. Just took it aside. Still a clearance on here.
He's coming away from the rain. You don't often see him over here.
No, well, we can see him very closely. He's put it. Good, well played, Martin. Good 7, solid 7 there. Martin on the Boeing score, 7-4-7. So, after halfway through the third leg, lads have a lead of 7 pins. 18 pins the lads, 11 to the Queen's Flight, as we could Sue BR. Now, she's coming off a 5 and a 7. She's been pretty consistent. 4 on this first one, and plenty more to come if she just holds her nerve. Oh, that doesn't like that. Fell out, yeah. She was waving that off within a foot of it leaving her hand. Didn't like that. One more chance. She might have overcorrected. She'll be very disappointed with that. Very much against the run of play for Sue BR there. Just the 4. So, Queen's Flight after 4 on 15, Lads Night Out after 3 have thrown on 18 in this third leg. But, as I unfortunately have to keep reminding you, the lads are 2 legs to 0 down. Matt now, the skipper, coming off a 6 and a 4, will want to do something glorious. And what a great way to start that campaign.
It's very different. I don't think that there's no spare here, but there's a work towards something else.
I mean,
well, whichever you
both.
Which do you prefer, Matt?
He'll take the 7, be like the 8. That's unfortunate. Matt as well posts his best score. So far, I think I'm right looking at the scoreboard. Everyone who has bowled for the lads in the beer leg has posted their best score thus far in the beer leg.
Sounds about right.
Could you just hold that for me? So I need to pour half pint that I won.
Tip in. We've left. I mean, it's the first.
Thank you. Yeah. Now then, Mick started off with a really good 8, a very disappointed 3, and now he's.
Again, came out the hand.
Yeah, it did. I don't know if he's still just thinking about that 3. He needs to leave it behind. Oh no! Now this is where Skittles becomes a very mental game, because not only was he annoyed at his 3, he's now really panicking about setting a 0. We've all been there. Well played, I think. But to pull a 3, he pulled something out of the bag, and that's what you've got to do.
Brian, of course, every game he plays, it's about his average now. He's up there competing.
I've already mentioned to our viewer that he's less than 1 pin per game average behind his opponent for the top.
As we know, that's quite a large margin, isn't it? I think. Still,
2.
I'll be disappointed with that straight-on pile driver. I think I'm going to say. Still got. He's not won a beer yet. He still hasn't.
No.
Now the pressure comes in. Real mental gaming, as you said before.
Didn't open the hand fully there, and sort of slightly pulled the release. That's better, but oh my word! Brian has lost his beer to mix 3, and more importantly, that's going to put a massive dent in his quest for top of the averages.
After 3 legs, you'd hope he can pull a 30 plus out of here, but to hit his average currently, what's that at 34ish?
33.55. Now then, Derek coming off an 8 and a 6. Again, accurate.
Lovely first ball.
He's been left with the W split, or the M as you would see it, viewer. And again, a little unlucky, too square on that pin. Now then, is he going to cross the alley? Yes, he is. Oh, just missed. Now then. Perhaps the strains of Bubba O'Reilly weren't to his taste. Hopefully it's not too loud and you can hear us over it, but the jukebox has been repaired. And as the Lads Night Out put money in, it's currently pumping out the longest tunes that they can find.
I've put on the 7 Lads Night Out classics on the jukebox.
Well, so far they're working for the beer leg.
Now that's... I thought that was going to be... That could have been 9 down with that.
It was just slightly too fine, but only... I mean, we're talking millimetres. Second ball for Alan.
He's got 2 down, that's nice. I think it's going to be a bit steep to try and get a spare with this.
It is, but I mean, he'll love an 8. In fact, he'll take this.
7.
Yeah, get 7. Coming off a 4 and a 3, that's his first fine free round. And I think, apart from Brian, I'm right in saying that everyone on the team has posted their best score in the beer leg.
Yeah. It used to be our
Brian's worst.
Well played out.
So the lads win leg 3, 34 pins to 23. A bit of a dominating performance there. So, Queen's Flight, however, is still ahead.
So you go. You go. It just feels like hard work, I think. Anyhow, here we go. Into leg 4. Simon to adjust the alley first. Let's have a look at things. It's another straight on, and somehow he's not got anything more for that. It looked like he deserved a bit more. It's exactly as Brian did there in leg 3. He's thrown it wide. Just went wide and he didn't know. It's a horrible... Yeah. Let's see. Third ball. Pressure on here. He's found some. No, he's gone the other way. It's just a 2. Well, I think we're all feeling pressured tonight. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's Simon's first fine of the evening. Everyone's had to dip into their pocket tonight, haven't they?
Oh dear.
And that's very much not been the form of it.
Even the shiny ball didn't help me out there.
This is a good game. It's a good game.
Kath coming off 6, 7 and 5. Oh, just a cheeky one. She'll be feeling like the beer leg loss was undeserved after my 2.
I think she felt it at the time, Simon. I have to say. Thank you. Cheers.
Now, Kath is not on for one of her best scores, unless she could do something a bit good with this kingpin. Bit of a late release there. Just the one. 4 scores. That's her lowest score and mine as well. So in this massively scoring 4th leg, after 1 have thrown for each, it's the Lads Night Out on 2, Queen's Flight on 4. Deary me. Brett's up next for the lads. Brett's on the ascendancy with a 1, a 4 and a 5.
We've been weirdly consistent, isn't it? And I think this is much more like the Lads Night Out of old, where you don't know which Lads Night Out are going to turn up. And I mean, I think for the viewer it's much more exciting.
Well, I hope so, because it's certainly not very exciting here watching this
Strays,
Well,
but
it is
stressful.
It'll be more exciting if we manage to win this one, but on the current form, we'd like to at least go into the last leg on an even keel. So,
Can Brett escape the fine area here? That's what we're all asking. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. It's another fine free go. Great.
there we go. 5 for Brett.
Solid.
So 7 pins after 2 have thrown for the lads. If Sue BE can get 4 or more, they've got a lead. Now she showed promise in her second leg with a 5, but you'll remember she scored the unfortunate 0 on the first leg and a 2 in the beer leg. Just rolled away.
Got a couple.
Taken the back 2 for a
Come on, Jake. Careful.
easy.
Knew that sticker upper.
Oh, Sue. No, she's pulled that. Now, she wants another 2 or 3. Oh, I think she rushed that. I feel she rushed that a little bit.
I think you're right.
I think she rushed that. The footwork went. We've all been there. There was just needed to relax more into it. So, after 2 have thrown, the lads have unbelievably got a cheeky lead. 7 pins to 6. Martin now coming off the 7-4-7 score. Cheeky 3 for the left-hander. Yeah,
I think it's more of a nunchuck.
it wasn't a solid. It wasn't a solid king. Oh no! Now then,
Spin control.
yeah.
Always so difficult.
I wonder if he's better now going for the quarter pin on the left.
For the same shot.
Do you think he's going to go for the same shot?
I think so. Because
He's changed his position on the alley.
me tends to like to drive across the alley. I mean, it's lovely symmetry.
It
but
is.
not
He's got a 4 again. 7-4, 7-4. So it's all a bit low. After 3 have thrown for the lads, it's 11 pins. After 2 for the Queens, flight 6. With Sandra now coming off a 4, a 5, and a 4. Now that looks better.
Looking good.
Lovely. 4 pins with the 1. Well, she's got the mini king here, yeah.
Looking good.
No, just rolled away into the gap. Really unfortunate. Oh no. Again, I think she rushed that.
Yeah, I mean, she was clearly disappointed there in ball 3 because I thought desperately unlucky second ball in some ways, and you know.
Another 4 for Sandra there. So 11 pins for the lads after 3 have thrown, and 10 pins for the Queen's flight. So what can Captain Matt now do? He's coming off a 6, a 4 and a 7 on the ascendancy. Good kingpin strike, but really mean not to take anything else. He looks back, everyone's groaning, no one can believe, even the opposition.
I believe he's hit the king and had nothing for it there, I think. He's given it a small factor.
And now a 0. Now then, he just calm down. Just needs to calm it down. He's now confused by the lack of kingpin. Okay, 4 scored. Matt's 4 takes the lads up to 15 after 4 have thrown.
Only Brett has escaped the fine zone thus far in this leg, as he's just shaken the tin to point out there.
Oh, cheeky.
Enjoying his work.
He is. Queen's flight on 10, so Sue BR.
So 5 for parity. She's looking for 3 there.
3. She just.
The cheeky 3.
She's got the 3. Needs 5 to bring it level. Now that's fallen out of the hand. Is she going to get a. No! Didn't get the little 1 now then. Yeah, just needs to slow down. There's a lot of rushing going on. Oh no, it fell out again. That's really unfortunate. That was looking good. 3 only for Sue. 13. Plays 15 after 4 have thrown for each. Now then, Brian. Brian coming off a 6 and 9, then that abysmal 2. For him, he's got to now.
That Mick had won his beer leg on a 3. Then.
Yeah. Now Brian needs to just. He'll be wanting to hammer a big score here. Good start. 4 with the first. He's got the quarter pin on your right as you look, viewer. That furthest pin away from you should set him up with an angle. But he's got to hit it just right. And he's too straight. Now he can move over further to your left. Try and pick up at least 2 here. He's pulled it again. Just the 1. 6 scored. He'll be disappointed with that. Most of us would be quite happy to score a 6 every time, but not Brian. However, importantly, he raises the lad's pin total to 21. Queen's Flight are 8 behind now. Mick, he needs to try and exorcise the 2 3s that he scored and try and recapture some of that first leg 8 goodness. First ball let him down. Second ball just takes the 2. King is still available, but he's got to hit it just right. Oh, another one that flew through. Took nothing else with it. And he's scored 3 again. I mean, it's very rare to see a score that starts with an 8 and then has 3, 3 and 3. The lads have got a 5-pin lead after 5 have thrown. So Alan really just needs to post a 6 or a 7 to sort of secure things. But if he manages only a 3 like he did in his second leg, then perhaps he lets the door open. It's not the start he would have been looking for. Now again, he just needs to relax the shoulders. He's looking a bit tense here, I think, on the... Some pressure on. The 3 is in. Moved away to the opposite side of the alley. Can he bring up the king? He can. Pulls in a 6. That will do. That'll do. Little bit nervous after the first hit, but that'll do.
I have to say, I've been down here. We're going to be up to the old decade, aren't we, as we've discussed. Come September, a decade of lads night, unbearable for many other teams playing Skittles, I'm sure. But yeah, I do now think I can cross away from the rad there with confidence, and I haven't felt that until we got to at least year 8. Which is a funny situation, isn't it?
It is a funny situation. So the lads have posted a leg total for leg 4, 27. Derek needs 11, and he's not going to get that. But he manages a solid 6. He's been playing very well. 8, 6, 5 and 6.
So the clapping, we stopped clapping, haven't we? Anything here, because we're so nervous. You can't even clap.
After 4 legs, it's even Stevens. 2 legs apiece, 4 points each. Last leg. Kath is off to set the target.
Very minor adding up.
Kath is on a score of 22 at the moment. She's got a 6, a 7, a 5 and a 4. Two pins with that first ball. Kath doesn't favour a run-up, just a little half step forward. And it's certainly working for her. Accuracy's good, perhaps just lacking a bit of pace to drive them through, but then again, the way the balls have been rolling this evening. Not necessarily. Now then, has she kicked it? Oh, yeah. A 6. Finishes on 28. Well played, Kath. Now then, I'm on 18, so
What to do here?
I'm tumbling down the averages, I think, as we speak.
I mean, all we ask, Simon, what do we ask? Beat your opponent. Beat your opponent is all we ask of any player. So he has got work to do here. To hit a 10 or more, really an 11. Let's see what he can bring today. This feels a little bit of a pressured situation for everyone today. Bent it in. He bent that into the gap there, didn't he? It is. Well, we've just, you know, they can't all be golden, can they, Brian? There we go. He got a forward fall there. There's a possible 8. I'm going to say there's a possible 8 here. It's a possible 8, isn't it? But nothing feels possible tonight. It just feels like the stuff of legend. Oh, it's a 7. Well played. Super second 2 there.
The relief is
Where's that put you? 25. I mean, given where you've been, all you've got is 5 each leg, basically. Let's put it like that.
Yeah.
It's tough going.
That's even below my my average prior to this season.
Yeah.
My 28. But you know, given a 2 in there and a couple of 5s, I'll take it. Right, Sue Beach has found the gap again. How? It's just impossible. Come on. Take another couple. Oh, just the 1 again. Come on, Sue. Big finish. Oh. She pulled it into the gutter. Just the 1 scored. Sue finishes on 10. So, after 2 have thrown for Queen's Flight, they're on 7. After 1 has thrown for Lads, we're on 7. So Brett now can give us a big lead. Whatever Brett scores is the lead. Right. Lovely. 5 with his first ball. Great score. Hold the line, Brett. Hold the line. Now then, just needs to nick the kingpin. Has he done it this time? Yes, he has. Fantastic 7 for Brett. His best score of the evening. Gives the Lads a 7-pin lead after 2 have thrown. So that's a really good advantage for the Lads, and you'd have to say now it's after 2. It's their game to throw away, but Sandra been playing below her par. Can she come up with a magical final leg? Starts off with a 2. Better. Oh, just nicked the kingpin. Just too fine a cut. Now then, there's some options here for her. What's she played? Yes. Well played. There she goes. That's what she's been promising all evening. Lovely 7. Great accuracy. So she keeps the deficit to 7 after 3 have thrown for the Queen's 14. After the Lads have thrown for 2, also 14, as we were. Martin sails through the gap.
Spin control of the rattler.
Is it a rattler and spin control equation that we can probably write out?
Well, what we don't want is a 0.
Sorry, he's got one.
Well, that's all right then. Now. Martin needs to just slow it down, relax into it, play as he has before. It's only 4. But it's better than the 1 that we've got. So, 18 pins to 14. So, after 3 have thrown for both teams, Lads Night Out have a 4-pin advantage. So Subia, who's up next, really anything less than 4 is only adding to the deficit. Great shot. As we said, we need people to pull out. Oh, Sue, don't rush it. Really good. She got it. Oh, I thought that was at least a 2. 5 for Sue. Pulls it back in from a previous 3 and 4. So after 4 for Queen's Flight, they're on 19 pins. After 3 for Lads, 18. So again, as long as Matt doesn't have a disaster, we've got a cushion. Just to remind you, it's all square. This final leg is the decider for the game.
He knows where he's going. He's got clear. He's got the mini king there. He's going to feel comfortable here with shot 2. He knows what he wants.
Yes. Very nice.
It's the first time he's had the right stuff to bowl at, really. I think. But it's a microcosm of Matt's season for me.
We'll take the 7.
That's the thing. You've had precious few.
So after 4 have thrown for both teams, 25 pins to the Lads, 19 to the Queen's Flight. 6-pin lead. Now Mick, coming off that 8 to start, then 3, 3 and 3. He'll be looking to recapture some of that first leg glory. Gets the cheeky extra one there for 3. Second ball. He's pulled that a little bit. He didn't take anything with it. Got to watch the angle now. Kingpin is the shot still, I fancy. Has he got it? Yes, he has. There's the 8 again. He's bookended his scores. 8, 3, 3, 3, 8. Don't often see that type of scoring.
Still competitive this leg.
It is. There's not a lot of pressure on Brian unless he misses with his first ball. Then suddenly there's the world of pressure on Brian. He's chatting to Brett about something work related. You know, he's pretending to be calm, but we know inside he's like a little schoolgirl seeing a unicorn.
Child. Let's go school child. Let's have a look. It's looking good.
He's
been a bit under.
He's a bit disappointed with how the Skittles have flown through.
It's a nice first ball.
Options here as well. Yes.
There you go.
Again, he'll be disappointed.
He's at 5 though.
And the diamond formation. I mean,
an 8 feels possible. A 9 feels not very possible. There you go.
no. So is just the straight through.
Yeah. Unlucky, Brian.
Just the 5 for Brian. Wow. 28 for Brian. He's
Have you had
well
a sub
below.
30 this season or not?
Well below his average. 28 equals his lowest score, I believe.
Is that right? Oh,
Yes.
you're more on the averages than me.
Only because I pinned them on the notice board.
Just now.
Yeah.
So where are we at?
So, last throws the game. Queen's Flight 27 pins, Lads Night Out 30. So if Derek posts a top score, he'll really put the pressure on Alan. Oh, it's a good first ball. With options for ball 2 here. Oh, now then, there is still a clearance here, and I think he needs to do that. Has he got it? He's pulled it. Good 7. A strong 7 to put some pressure. Derek posts 32. Highest score on his side for the evening by 4 pins. Well done, Derek. Now then, 34 is the final leg 5 score for the Queen's Flight. Lads Night are currently on 30. 5 required from Alan to take the match 6-4. Now Alan has thrown a 4, a 3, a 7 and a 6. So been a bit all over the place. That's wayward. That ball bounced back. Dave will respot. Now, again, the mental side of Skittles here. The pressure on Alan. Can he handle it? He can, but he's only scored 3 at the moment. He needs 2 for the win. Now, on a normal shot, you'd take it every day that he's going to do that, but he's already overthinking it. I'm a little bit worried here that the pressure's getting to him. What can he do? He rises to it and slams it at 8. Best score of the evening.
I missed that. Someone else, but I'm not used to this. I'm not used to this.
The lads take the final leg 38 to 34 for a 6-4 win. Well, that was a very enjoyable, exciting game. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll just go and switch the stream off while we do the customary handshakes, and I'll leave you with the ambience of the club.